Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Who's Your Single. I'm Dan Cronin with Fat Ball Guy Racing. We're going to go to Mr. Obvious again in the first race after two straight nights of hitting the early pick five. We missed the late pick five last night. Our single, we're 3 for 4 on singles. Our single got in a little trouble. The rider decided to dive to the rail instead of come around like you got to do at Turfway. So, first race, Jonathan Thomas, my favorite trainer. Connor, good, good solid rider, coming from Woodbine, ran solid. The horse that beat him come right back and win. And here's the key: they bet this horse the favorite, so maybe they knew something. Now they turn him back. He gets a good outside post. He's gonna have to break a little bit better, but I'm free the 11 with Connor for Jonathan Thomas. That's my single in the early pick five, and it wasn't even close when I was trying to decide. I think the rest of the card is really, really tough. The second race, I would spread as much as you can spread. Same with the third race. I do like a long shot in the third race. I think this outside horse, the 9, going 6.5, I try to stay towards the outside. And I think the 9, Night Kiss at 8-1, has got a big chance for Brownfield and Ramos. Ran a Churchill last time, didn't run a step, but now comes back into more realistic competition. Had a win before that, big price and a wide open race. Fourth race, I'm going to try to get through with just a couple of them, but, you know, budgets at Turfway can get pretty big, unfortunately. But I think the 1's got a big chance, Gun Leather Owl, and then the 8, Sugar Unison. They're both pretty obvious horses, and in the 10 too. So I mean, I don't want to get too chalky in the fourth and the first unless I'm spreading in the second, the third, and the fifth. And that's, unfortunately what we're just going to have to do, because the horse I liked in the fifth, the horse I was going to key on in the fifth, the horse I had information on in the fifth, got scratched. So keep your eye on Kinetic when they do finally run him back. But I know they think highly of him. So, we had to rethink this. The 1, Napa Tree for Maker, he's not great with first time starters, but there's not a whole lot in here. The 2 is Gambling George. I think you got to have him on the ticket. So 1 and 2 for sure, and then 11 and 12, 5-1, 6-1. I don't think you're going to get those prices. 1-start horses, good barns, good riders. Bad news is you get a bad post, but with the scratches, they do move in a little bit. So 1, 2, 11, 12 are really in the 9 and 10 holes. So it's not as bad as it looks. So I'm going to take at least those 4 in the fifth. I'm only going to use 3 of them in the fourth. I'm singling in the first, and I'm spread to the moon in the second and third to try to catch prices. So that's my only single of the night. I apologize that I don't have one late, but I just don't. I tried to find one late, and I just can't find one. Doesn't mean I'm not going to play the pick five. Just tough to find one. So who's your single? I'm free. First race, Jonathan Thomas.